Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an inventory point of sale. So this is actually very similar to my previous app. However, this POS system, it has combined inventory management and also combined sales, and you can issue receipt to your customers. This is a multiple item POS system. You can ideally use this if your business is a mobile shop, a spare parts, a small, whatever business you have that deals with inventory management. I will show you how this app works. Actually, this is the part one of the video. I cut the video into two because it's pretty long. So this is the part one. So I'll show you how it's look like. So whenever we add a new sales, as you notice, let me show you first the inventory. So currently the inventory here we have, let's say we add the new sales, then you put the customer, let's say my name Joe, then phone number is like this, and then click next and add a multiple item here, multiple items. Let's say I'm gonna use 50. Okay, okay. Let's say this is my order. And then here, there is a settlement wherein you can settle and then how much the amount paid, and also enables you to print the receipts as well. Okay, so here is the total amount. Let's say I'm gonna settle this by cash, and then the payment is, then here is there is an option to print receipts. Once you click the print receipt, there is an icon above and view receipts, and then it will generate the receipts automatically. So this forced the app to sync and update all the data. So this is all the receipts. I mean, this is the receipts that we created in that input. All right, so this is my receipts, and it's a multiple item receipts as well. Okay, and also the same time, we have a sale of quantity 50 each. It's deducted to our inventory as well. So here, as you can see, it's deducted already. All right, so I'll show you the tutorial. I already prepared my receipts, which is later on we're gonna use in providing receipts to the customer every time we create a new sale. And also, I have my initial table here, which is the inventory. I already added some data in the database. So this will be the inventory, and then available stocks. I'm gonna just set it into 100 all. Okay. So let's start making our inventory management using the AppSheet. So this is actually inventory management plus point of sale. So let's start. If you followed my channel, recently I uploaded a restaurant POS system. If you are interested to see, yeah, you can check out my videos. It's there. And this time we're gonna combine the POS and the inventory together. So where is my database that I created? It's here. Okay, so let's upload first our first table, which is the inventory. I'm gonna close now this sample receipts. I mean, this is will be used later on. So this inventory point of sale is a multiple items, so you can create multiple orders in one receipt. Okay, first let's review our inventory. So this is where our stock's coming from. And then, so the item code, we'll keep it as a number. So this will be the row key. Price, let's keep it as currency. So I'm gonna use this time, let's say US dollar. It doesn't open. Page unresponsive. Okay, just wait. Let's try again. All right. So here I'm gonna just keep it as 3 digit and it's dollars already. Then I'm gonna just go to the UX and I'm gonna just skip this inventory in menu view. Okay, and I want to keep it as a table and sort by, let's say, item code. Okay, and then all columns, and say I'm gonna just display this as inventory, or let's say this one. So in the inventory table, you can add so many options here, or you can add some columns. Let's say photo, current stocks, value. So you can add, this is just a sample. You can add it. Once we hit save, then I'm gonna open this in this application in the big screen. At least it will be easy for me later on to explain. All right. So we are done for our inventory table. So now let's add another table, but I wanted to, you see, so this is the inventory table. Then next, what we're gonna do is to add another table. I will call this table, a second. My recorder is lagging. All right, where is it? Okay, I'm gonna just move this somewhere here, maybe up. Okay, I'm gonna add a new table. I'm gonna name this as sales. So this is where our sales will be recorded. Individual sales will be recorded. So in the sales, I'm gonna just add here an ID. So this is what will be the row key. Then I'm gonna just it as receipt number. So receipt number, then next will be item code, then item name, then the unit price, then let's say the quantity, okay, and then the amount. Then the rest, I'm gonna just rest of the empty columns, I'm going just to remove it. So I'm gonna just, okay, so this will be, I'm gonna upload this to AppSheet. So this will be the sales. So I'm gonna add a new table here. Ah, why add a blank table? Sorry guys. I should not do that. Where is it? So let's add a new table here. So I'm gonna add the sales. Okay. Oh, right. Oh, I forgot to add the date. Date should be added here in the receipt number, then date, or date and time, let's say, or date plus time. I'm gonna insert one column right. So I'm gonna just put here. I always like to separate the date and time because this is very useful in sorting later on in UX view. So I'm gonna just view columns and regenerate this structure. All right. So in this sales table, our ID is the row key. So in the ID, I'm gonna just simply put a unique ID, which is already there. Then receipt number, I'm gonna just keep it as a number, or let's say a text. Yeah, let's keep it as a text. Then date, I'm gonna just put a formula here, which is date, and just want to make sure that there is no any initial value on this. Go here, then scroll down. Yeah, I'm gonna just remove this initial value since I'm gonna use the app formula. Okay. Oh, it's lagging. Okay, done. Okay, one save. And then time, I'm gonna just use now. Then just want to make sure that there is no any initial value also. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna use time now. It's wrong. It should be now. It's used for date and time. So I'm gonna use time now. And here in item code, I'm gonna just use this as a text, and then I'm gonna use a data validation drop down in item code. So here I'm gonna use this expression called select. Then I'm gonna choose the table, which is the inventory. Then the target column is the item code, wherein it's true, meaning the column is not empty. So, okay. Then here in item name, I'm gonna place a what do you call this? An up formula, which is any. So we're gonna use this any select. You can use also filter, but I would prefer to use this this expression. Any select inventory, then item name, this row, that item code is equals to item code. I just copy this expression to save time. And I'm gonna place this in unit price. I'm gonna just change this to unit price. And then in the quantity, keep it as a number, and amount, I'm gonna just keep it as a price. Then same goes there. I'm gonna keep it as 3-digit. And then I'm gonna use USD and good to go. Okay. Then I'm gonna create a view for this, and I'm gonna just oops, it's already there. I see. So here I'm gonna just keep it in menu, and I'm gonna just let's say group it by date. At least we will see what are those items that we we sold daily. So I'm gonna group it by date. Then It's ascending. Then in groups aggregate, I'm gonna just sum amount. At least we can see how much the total sales we have. Then here I'm gonna just use maybe sales, anything here, or this. I think it will be great. List. I'm gonna use this and save. So now we have our view to view in inventory, the inventory, and then the sales in menu view. The next thing we're gonna add is in the sales. Let's go back to the data here. So here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna add a virtual column in sales. So sales table. I'm gonna add a virtual column here. Oops, what's going on? Add a virtual column. I'm named this as available stocks. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just use this any select, then the inventory, then column is available stocks, then the reference is this row, the item code. Since item code in the inventory is the key column, we're gonna use that equals to item code. All right. So I'm gonna keep this as a number and hit save. Click done. Then I'm gonna add another virtual column, which is new available stocks. New available stocks. So the new available stocks is simply we will just uh, wait. We cannot save. We cannot do this without saving. So before we add another virtual column, so I'm gonna name this as new available stocks. So the formula is just you have just to minus so the available stocks. So look for that virtual column that you just created, available stocks minus the quantity. That's all. Okay, we're done for that. Then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add a table. So this table is where is here we're gonna name this as sales form. This is where sales form. This is where the here the records comes from. So this is like a form. So I'm gonna just copy this, or no, sorry. I'm gonna just add here the date, time, and also the receipt number. Then we can add as well an option like customer name. Here is customer name. I think that's all. Or if you can attach the mobile, you can attach as well a mobile in this. Okay, so I will add customer name, then let's say phone number. Okay. Then the rest I'm gonna just, or sorry, I'm gonna add as well settlement. Then I'm gonna add amount paid and amount paid also. Okay, so settlement, then amount paid. I think this is all good. So the key column in this sales form is the receipt number. So I will show you what is the use of this. Okay, I'm gonna upload this sales form in the AppSheet. Add data from. Okay, then I'm gonna choose this. So in this case, sales form, I'm gonna add this table. Then I'm gonna just view the column. And here, the date, I just want to make sure that there are no any initial value in date. So I'm gonna just remove this. So our key column in this sales form is the receipt number. Maybe we can use only receipt number. Let's say a run between, maybe we can use. Okay. So here date, I'm gonna use today. Then time, I'm gonna just use time now. And over here receipt number, I'm gonna just use a maybe. Okay, let's see what I can use. Since this is a number, I'm gonna just use maybe run between. So I'm gonna use random numbers from 10,000 to 10,000 to say to 100,000. Okay, so I'm gonna use random numbers. Then receipt number, okay, name. So receipt number will be the key column. Then um, phone number will be phone, or keep it as a text. I don't want later on to the icon will show. So this one will be in nome. Then in settlement, I can just maybe add here cash. So if you have another options, you can add also cash, then card, for example. I'm gonna just keep it as a drop down. Then set amount paid will be price. Okay. Then this will be the US dollar to match the previous table. Okay. So all right. Then before we go there, before we save, I'm gonna add here a virtual column. So I'm gonna name this as sales. Then I'm gonna use the formula which is expression ref rows. So in ref rows, I'm gonna use here what is the table name? The table name is sales. And what is the column? The column is receipt number. Let's try if this is correct. Okay, this is correct. So this is the type should be list. And then another thing is we're gonna add in another virtual column here in the sales form. I'm gonna name this as total amount. Then I'm gonna use the formula sum select sales. Then I think uh, it's sales. It's amount. Yes, amount. Or you can use Data Explorer also here. So easy. So you can select the correct column. So here sales. Where is the sales? So here the sales, so it's amount, yes, which is correct. Amount. So sales sum, select sales amount, and the reference is this row, that receipt number is equals to the receipt number. Should be correct. Once you're done for that, close it. Then price and set this into USD, which is correct. Then hit save. Okay, then we're gonna create a view for this. I'm gonna create two views for this, wherein we can edit. So here I'm gonna create my first view, which is sales form. I'm gonna name this as sales, okay, or sales form maybe, or sales history. I'm gonna keep it as a table and keep it in the menu. And then I'm gonna just use column order. So date, time, so receipt number, customer name, and phone. Only the thing it is. Amount paid. Okay. Then I'm gonna just display. No need to change. It's fine. And hit save. And then I'm gonna create a new view. And then I'm gonna put this in new view. This is for sales form. But this time I'm gonna create a form view. And I'm gonna keep it on the leftmost here. Then I'm gonna name this as new sales. Then here, column order. So in column order for this particular view, I'm just need the date, the time, and then the receipt number, then customer name, then phone number. Only this one. Then I'm gonna finishing view should be sales form detail view. So this is the finished view. So display, I'm gonna just anything plus here. I'm gonna just use this and hit save. And then let's try to refresh the app. Okay, so now we have an icon here, new sales. So it's automatically generate the receipt number. And what we're gonna do is just to put the customer name. So let's make a sample. Customer name is Joe, number is 123456. Then we're gonna need to change this. What we're gonna do is instead of save, we will inform the user to click next. So to do that, localize, look for the form, for the settings, for the this word save, click this. Then to change that name, I'm gonna just use if in context view, if in context view, then context view lists, then the name is new sales, then it's click next. Otherwise, save. Okay. Number open parentheses. No, should be here. All right, and save. Let's try if this save change the name. It's so dull. Let's say I'm gonna add some colors here. So I'm gonna change this. Let's say I'm gonna just use anything, images here. It's okay, no need to add logo. Okay, then just change this to shopping cart. That's probably here. Okay, so all right. Okay, so now here, okay, so now it's showing click next. So let's say I'm gonna add here Joe. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Click next. All right. So now we have here sales. So now we can add multiple items here. You can just select the item code, and that is the iPhone 11 quantity 2, and amount should be calculated here. So we need to add in the inventory, I mean in the sales table. Let's go back there. So I need to add a formula for amount. So we missed to put a formula in sales. Just a second. So let's look for that formula amount. So amount is just we can just use multiplication. Let's say here, so examples, columns. So here in the columns, I'm gonna just add the quantity, look for the quantity or the unit price, I mean. Unit price, where's the unit price? Times quantity. Okay. I'm gonna just uh, remove, gonna just what I did. Okay, okay. I'm gonna just remove my entries here. Okay. Okay, let's try to refresh. I added already the formula. So new sales, let's say here is Joe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Click next. So when we add an item, let's say this one. So here is the iPhone 11 quantity, let's say 2. So this is available stocks here, and the new available stocks is 98. Save. Then here I'm gonna add another one. And then here, same item, let's say. So it's okay. Available stocks, let's say 2. Give me a second. Okay. All right, let's go back there. Okay. Let's see first the new sales, how we set up this. It should be in table view. Ah, okay. Here. We don't like to set up it as, so we're gonna set up it as table view. Then here I'm gonna table view, then some amount, then okay, should be good. And also once we go back to the sales form, we have to only show this column. So ID, no need seat number, then date, time, item code, item name, only this item, unit price, then quantity, then the amount. Only this item we need to show. I'm gonna just remove some of the entries here and let's start again. Okay. I'm gonna refresh this. Okay. New sales. Customer name is Joe. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Click next. And here we go. So we can add an item here. So add. So let's say item 1. Then quantity is, let's say 2. Save. We can add more. Then quantity, say 2. You can add more also. Okay. So I have currently how many inventory here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 items. So now iPhone 11, 12, iPhone 13. So let's say here 2 each. Then add here. So I need to add 2 each. Okay. So we need to see. So the total order is 8,000. Wait, it's not yet refreshed. It's 6,000 actually. So now it's 8,000 here. So we don't need actually this one, or keep it like that. So the total amount is 8,000. So and then we deducted each in inventory quantity of 2. Okay. So our goal is to create a receipt for this and the same time deducts in the inventory in our current inventory. Okay. So what we're gonna do first is, before we do that, let's create first a automation. So in automation, we're gonna create a task and new task. So this one, create call a webhook. So then I'm gonna name this as, let's say, new sales, new sales. Target table is sales form. Sorry, sales. So the target table is sales. Okay, sales. Then we're gonna create here AppSheet API. Okay. Then what we're gonna do next is select a target table. So the target table is the inventory. So because we're going to change inventory. Yes. I have already a save expression here. So I'm gonna just copy it. Let's say sales records. Uh, okay, so I'm gonna use this template. I mean this expression. I'm gonna just copy this. Okay, I'm gonna just copy this to save time. I cannot copy it. Okay, I'm gonna copy this. And don't worry, I will paste this and then I'm gonna just um, edit this later on. So this is the first webhook that we created to adjust the inventory. Okay. So up here, I don't need to do anything. So the action code is edit. Actually, this is from my previous video. I just copied the expression to cut the time. And here is the item code. Item code is the row key in stocks in the inventory. Okay, so I'm gonna select this, any select. So I'm gonna just, instead of sales records, I'm gonna use sales item code, where an item code is equals to item code. Then the available stocks is any select sales. So this is from sales table. So we have two types. We have two tables, yeah? Sales and sales form. So just take note. So this is from sales, new available stocks, ID max row is equals to, all right. So let's review the webhook body that I just created. So item code, this is from the inventory table. So this is select sales item code, this row item code, so to item code. Then the available stocks is any select sales new available stocks ID is equal to max row. Max row, which is the ID, guys, is this is, in sales. This is the ID. Okay. So that's what is the row key. Max row sales, and it should be good. All right. Then we're gonna create a boot for that. So new boot. So we're gonna trigger this. This is new sales. Custom boot. Configure the event. Create custom event. So I'm gonna name this new sales also. So we're gonna trigger this during ads only. Okay, and then we're gonna trigger this table. Take note, in sales table, not in sales form. Yeah. No other conditions. Add that step. Create custom step. New step. So here I'm gonna name this call webhook new sales. Okay. So here I'm gonna just call a webhook. Click this. Then here I'm gonna have here new sales. It's been set up and hit save. So as you notice, there is an error here. It's normally happens. So it's saying here that uh, new sale is invoking sale, but application API is not enabled. Okay. So to solve this issue, the first thing you need to do before creating a webhook is to go to here to manage. Then here we have the integration, IN Cloud Service. Make sure you enable this, then create an access key, then hit save. And it should solve our issue there. Okay, as you notice, the what you call this, the it's gone. All right, let's I'll show you both all. What I did. Okay. Okay, done. All right. Once we done for our this new sales webhook we created, now let's create a new automation. So this is every time we create a receipt. Wait, let's delete this. But before we do that, I forgot to add in sales form an additional column to say this is, let's say, print receipt. Okay, we're gonna need this thing to trigger the receipt. And I'm go back there, sales form, view columns, and then regenerate the structure. So because we are going to trigger the PDF or the receipts. So here down, I'm gonna just print receipt. I'm gonna keep it as enum. And then here, I'm gonna add the values here to print receipt. Then I'm gonna just keep it as a buttons. Then the display name, I'm gonna keep it as empty. I mean, an auto compute first. Initial value, I will keep it as empty. Then here, display name, I'm gonna just keep it as empty as well. Okay. So I'm gonna trigger this automation if print receipt is click. All right, now let's go to the automation. Let's create first our receipt. New boot, create custom boot. Then this, I'm gonna name this new sales receipt. Sales receipt, configure the event. Then here I'm gonna just go up here. I'm gonna name this sales receipt. Then trigger only on updates only. And then choose the table where you're gonna trigger this is this time in sales form. And condition is column. Then look for the print receipt. Print receipt is equals to print receipt. Okay. Then once you're done for that, add a step, create custom step, and here I'm gonna name this create PDF Then here we're gonna create a file. So here is we're gonna trigger this in sales form, HTTP template. Then here, so disable the timestamp. Then attachment orientation, I'm gonna keep this portrait. Attachment size, I'm gonna keep it as A5 since my format is A5. Then here, AppSheet doc, I'm gonna just name this since my key column in sales form is the receipt number. So I'm gonna name this as a receipt number. There is a purpose for this, guys, later on. I'll let you know. I'll tell you what later on. Then here I'm gonna create or sorry, upload. I already created my form, my template for the receipts. So it should be somewhere here, here. Okay. Then I'm gonna view it. So now what we're gonna do is I will give you some ideas, some technique on how to rearrange these receipts. Yeah, I'll show you guys. Control all. Actually, this is all of this created by tables. So I'll show you first how I did this. This is to, to, as you can see here. So this is how it's made. Then to make it easy for you to arrange these, where you're gonna put this item. So this is how you're gonna do that. And also the margin here. So this is another tip from me. Okay. So here is the date. So what is the date here? So the date from the sales form is this date. So I'm gonna just go back here. So to do that is just easy. Put this or keep a space column which is date. Then here receipt number space. Put the column receipt. Let's expand this for a moment. Ah, oh, okay. Receipt number. Okay, that's it. Then here we're gonna have the item code. So in item code, guys, what we're gonna do is follow me. So I'm gonna use here, since this is a multiple item, start. Then here, this column is this column I use. Let's go to the sales form. The virtual column that I created in sales form, I called it as sales here. So sales, we're gonna do is to do this. Then here we're gonna put an item code. Then here we're gonna put an item name. Here we're gonna put unit price and quantity here. UTY. Then here amount. Then we're gonna use this and end. Okay. Then here in the total, so I created a virtual column for total amount. So we're gonna use this total. Total amount paid. So here in the amount paid also. Settlement also same. Settlement. We are done for arranging our things. So once we're done for that, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just fill this thing. You don't want to show a line actually. Ah, so first this one maybe. Wait, what's going on? Here, we're gonna hide these lines. Ah, okay. Border color. Where is it? What I did. Let's go back. Let's do it in one shot. Okay. Ah, why? So up to here should be white. Here we go. So the reason of this is to keep all the data, I mean this column aligned. So that's the purpose of that. Ah, it's very hard guys without a mouse. Okay, so I'm gonna just copy this. Okay, here we go. So this is my receipts and we are should be all good. I'm gonna just close or keep it open and hit save. Now what we're gonna do is to test the first table that we created for sales. Okay, so inventory. Let's see how many in the inventory right now. So all of them are 100. So I'm gonna go back to my application and just refresh this. And before we go there, we need to go to the UX and search for sales form detail here. So in sales form detail, we need to rearrange our columns here. So the first column that we need to see is the date, the time. So sales form guys, the detail view is this. You know, when you create a sales, then once you save, it goes to the detail view. So that's what we are arranging now. Then here is receipt number, let's say, customer name. Then here, phone number. Next will be, let's say, the sales. This is the virtual column. Then next will be amount, total amount. Then here is the settlement next. Then down here is amount paid. And then the last part is print receipts. All right, now let's test our application. Let's see if we will create an order. Let's say this is the new sales. Then here, I'm gonna click my name, Joe. Then phone number is 789-12321. Click next. So here is the date, name, phone number. Then to add an order, I'm gonna add a multiple order here. I'm gonna add here, let's say 5 items. So notice guys, in my inventory, I have here each of the items is 100, yeah? There are 100 in available stocks. I'm gonna order each of them 10 in each item. So that is 001 code, and this is 10 also. So it should be remaining in stocks, available stock should be 90, all of them. So 11 to 13. Okay. Should be 10. So here I have all the items, yeah? So if you go back to the inventory, so as you notice, each item I added, I have a sale of 10 each. If you go back to the inventory, it's did you notice it's become 90 all of them. Then once I have this settlement, so there is no settlement here. Okay. So I did not forget to add. So here, so meaning our inventory or our webhook is working for the inventory. So now what we're gonna do is to add a quick edit column. So the first quick edit column that we have is the settlement. Then we have also the amount paid, should be, and then the print receipt. Okay, let me refresh this. All right, we should have a settlement here. So settlement, amount paid, and then so settlement, I'm gonna choose cash. Let's say the amount paid is 40,000. You can apply also a data validation in this. Okay. Then here, I'm gonna just print receipt here. If I click this and I go to my drive, this triggers the automation. So wherein I can view my receipts. So I will show you later on how to view the receipts. Let me go to my Google Drive. So we can close this since our later on once we confirm that we successfully created the PDF. Let me go to my Google Drive. Okay, where's my Google Drive? So go to the AppSheet, data, then inventory point of sale is here, and then files. So we successfully created the receipt, so I can close this. So now what is the goal is we need to link these receipts in our here, somewhere here. So we will review the receipts. How does it look like? As you can see, the receipts look like this. So this is my name or my shop, and then as you can see guys, it's printed in multiple items. The amount, total amount is here, amount paid, settlement cash, and thank you for your business. So this is how it's look like when you generated the receipts. It's look legit. All right. So we successfully now our next goal is to connect these receipts into a specific row in AppSheet, to a specific row in AppSheet. Okay, so to do that, it's very simple. You go to the data, create a new table, add data from. This time, choose Google Drive, collection of files. I already uh, uploaded a video of this on how to link the PDF file, and then inventory point of sale. What's going on? Collection of files. Then AppSheet. Sorry, it should be in the AppSheet folder. Data. Look for the inventory point of sale. This is the app name. Files, and select. And then I'm gonna name this as receipts. Sales receipt. And I'm gonna just create a table. All right, then view columns. Here we're gonna need to not to show all of this. Name type, no. Last modified, no. Creation time, we don't need it. File, keep it as a text, and path, keep it as a file. Okay, take note. All right, file should be file. Then here, I'm gonna name this path. I don't like to see this in my POS system, the name path. So I'm gonna just name this, let's say, view or print receipts. View or slash print receipts or sales receipts. So now you can issue receipts to your customers. Okay, then I'm gonna create a separate view for this. So I'm gonna create a view and gonna just keep it as a reference view, guys. Just a second. New view. Then choose that table, the receipts table, sales receipt. Then I'm gonna name this view, let's say sales receipt. I'm gonna keep it as a reference. I'm gonna keep it as a detail view, and then I'm gonna just display the column order. I don't need to display only the path. Then centered, fit. Then scroll down, look for this sales receipt detail. Here also you have to put this column order. Only path you need to show, and hit save. We are still not done for this. So now we have to do like a behavior to link these receipts to a specific row. So to do that, go to the sales form. This is where we trigger the receipts, right? Here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a virtual column and name this as a file. So in the file, you have to use the concatenate, then you add the column. You remember, if you are following the video, in the automation of creating a PDF, I named the documents as receipt number. So we're gonna mimic this. If you go here, it names as receipt number .pdf. So we're gonna follow this format. So receipt number, comma, .pdf. Okay. So this is our reference. Should be okay. Okay. Then hit save. Since we're adding a virtual column, now hit save. Then let's go to the behavior and create a new action. So we're gonna use the sales form. Okay, in sales form, we're gonna create an action here. I'm gonna just name this as view receipts, view sales receipts. So we can view. Then here I'm gonna just use go to another view within this app. Then here I'm gonna use the expression deep link to filtered view. Then what is the name of that? Receipts, sales receipts, sales receipt underscore detail. Then comma, in this row, remember we created a virtual column file. This is where they use it. File is equals to the file in receipts. File. Then as well, we need something to force later on the app to sync, but we're gonna do that later on. Then once we're done for that, we're gonna go to appearance, and then I'm gonna just maybe PDF file or something. It's here. Okay, and good to go. Once we refresh our app, okay, once we refresh our application, we should able to see the. If you go back here, in the inventory, it's updated as 9090. What if we repeat same items? Later on, we will see. And here in the sales history, we're gonna see that we have today sales. So if you want to view the receipts, let's try. It's here. Open. And here we go. This is our receipts. We're gonna create another one. So we're gonna repeat same item, and to see if it's in the inventory, we're gonna repeat same item. Okay, here we're gonna keep, let's say, 10 each as well. So new sales. So let's say customer is Joe again. 1, and click next, then okay, we have to do something about these sales receipts. Click next, then we're gonna add here. So let's say 10. So it should be 80 each. Now they have 90 available stocks. The remaining should be all 80. So in this method, you can add as much item as you can, which is very easy. So, and also you can issue a receipts one time. Then the last item we're gonna add is 15. So, okay, here we go. Then once I create the receipts, it's here, there is a settlement. We're gonna put some restriction here. So we're gonna just show print receipt if this both of them is not empty. So we're gonna do that. And also we will show only this icon. Sorry, it's lag. We're gonna show this this icon once the user click the print receipt. So we're gonna do that as well. So for the sake of this, we're gonna just print receipts, and then once you go to the inventory, if you go back to your inventory, all of them become 80. And then I want to view the receipts. So this one is the latest one. Okay, here, still no. The reason for this is, hey, it's already here. Sorry. Okay, here's the receipts. Okay, cash, thank you for your business. So in order to, once you click it, let's say what I said, forget. Okay. Now, next thing we're gonna do, guys, is to add a restriction. Okay. We want only to see the view sales receipt if the payment is not empty and then the user click the print receipt. So to do that, let's go back to this behavior, and then over down here in the behavior, we can just maybe put a behavior expression here. So we're gonna use the expression and. So first and is this, maybe print receipt is equals to print receipt. Then it's not blank. It's not blank amount paid. It's not blank settlement. So this is, so if all of these conditions are true, then this icon, the PDF icon, you can see. Okay. And also, guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna copy this behavior here. Once the user, once the user hit uh, here, once the user click this, it should be force the app to sync. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna just maybe put this and at, let's code URL. No. So this one forces the app to sync. So I'm gonna use this and then hit save. So you will see what happened. Let's create another entry. This time I'm gonna keep it in brand. I'm gonna keep this in full view. All right, let's create a new sales. New sales is, let's say, YouTube, the name. Then phone number is sample like this. Click next. Over here is we can add, as you can see, you cannot see the print receipt icon because we added a restriction. So here we're gonna add sales. Let's say this time I'm gonna add only 2 items. Let's say 10. Add another one. 10. So this will be Then once this settlement, just wait for a few seconds, it should be become $13,000 also. Then once the settlement cash, then let's say 13,000, and here you still not able to see the print receipt. Then here I'm gonna click this print receipt. Then there is an icon up here, show. Once I click this, it forces the app to sync to make sure that you will create a PDF and you update the inventory as well. And then it opens directly to the specific receipts here. Once you click, we ordered two items, right? iPhone 11 and iPhone 12. We should able us to see these two. So you can see, guys. All right. So this is done already. So now what we will do next is how we gonna add this in the inventory. I mean, what if there is delivery? Okay, if there is a delivery, how you gonna add an items? How you gonna record that? Okay, so to record, we need something to what you call this. We need to add a new table also, a new table here. So here we're gonna add. I'm gonna just move this up my recorder. Here I'm gonna add another table which is the delivery. So here we're gonna records also or our delivery. So this is delivery. And then here we're gonna have also a delivery form. So in the delivery, guys, this it will be the same as this, but only we need to remove the amount paid. So in the delivery, we only need a column which is ID. Okay. The ID, then what we need is delivery reference. Let's say I'm gonna add a reference. Then date, time, and also we need to add the item name and item code. Unit price, we don't need to add it, yeah? So here is item name. Oh, sorry, item code first, since we item name, then quantity, how many we added to the inventory. Okay. Then what we're gonna do next is in the, I'm gonna just delete maybe this unused column. Then here in the delivery form, what we're gonna do is only the reference. This is the form, the date, time, then next is item name, and item name, and here is the item code. Then quantity, of course. Then I'm gonna just remove all of this, and let's add this to table in the inventory. New table, add from. Ah no, not this, not this, not this. New table, add from Google Sheet. So first we're gonna add the point of sale inventory, the delivery. So we have the delivery, add this table. Then view columns. Later on, we're gonna view it. Then new table again, add from Google Sheet, inventory sale, select delivery form. All right. So what we're gonna do, guys, is also we need to, when we adding an inventory here, we need to do something like in the inventory, there is like a button here, like this, that we can add multiple items in one shot. Let's say I'm gonna add all of these items, and then it's automatically added in the inventory as well. So in that case, that is the second part of this video. So in the second part of this video, we're gonna cover how to add deliveries in the inventory, and also in a multiple items, and also how to, let's say when there is a void in this transaction in the sales history. So what if here we're gonna void something in the sales history? You know, when you order this one, there is a mistake in the order. I need to, I need to void this order. For example, this one I'm gonna void. It should go back to the, if I'm gonna void this, it should go back to the inventory. So that is we're gonna cover on the second part of this video. This video already very long, so I'm gonna cut this into two parts. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and click that notification bell. And in the part of this video, you will be notified. And that's all. And stay tuned for the part two of this. And see you next time in my next video.